Lori, how about at the 911 program? If I'm, for all of us, we're always interested in thinking about the enhancements that are going to happen with the 911 program. What are we typically going to see in about 3 years?
We're seeing more and more 911 centers have the capability, once they move to that next generation of 911 that's digital and based on an internet model, to be able to transfer calls, so that in the event of a large incident, calls don't get, remain unanswered. They'll be able to transfer them to another 911 center who isn't overloaded. Or in the case of a natural or man-made disaster, that's another incident where it'll become really important to be able to transfer calls. That's not possible now. But once 911 centers become incorporated into that new model, that resilience is built into it. So we're seeing more and more 911 centers be able to do that. I think the second thing goes back to what I talked about before in terms of the interconnection of the entire emergency communications ecosystem. I think we're going to begin to see examples where 911 will receive, for example, a photograph of a suspect, and we'll be able to get that photograph out to the patrol car. So I think those two things show enormous promise, and we'll probably start to see that within the next couple of, or 2-3 years.
So if I have a call and whether it's a wreck or a situation, I can snap a photograph, send it to the 911 center, and then they can get it out to the cruiser on the scene, so to speak.
Yeah, assuming that NG 911 structure is in place, and assuming that all the pieces are connected, that will.
Can I text a 911 center now?
I'd say about half of the 6,000 or 7,000 911 centers can receive text messages now. Okay. There is a map on the FCC's website. They actually collect information with regard to 911 centers that are ready to receive text messages. So that would probably be the most reliable source of that information.
All right.
It's dependent on funding and, governance kinds of issues.